Alright, so last night I picked up this right here, little Kobalt planer, benchtop planer. Got the box from Lowe's. It's usually like $4.99. It's on sale right now. I ended up getting it for like $3.49, so 150 bucks off. Can't beat that. With 30% off, whatever it is, if that's what it equals, I guess it comes to. But right off the bat, just from the box, this thing is kind of heavy. Heavier than I used to have a porta cable one, and this one is like way heavier than that one was. I mean, it's a three blade, so that's better. The porta cable was 2, but it also had a nice handle to grab it at the top. Now I opened this last night, and you know, put the little handle on and everything. This thing's a lot bigger than the porta cable one was, also a lot taller. Porta cable had a handle like right in the middle to grab it. This one has handles on each side to grab from. But I'm about to bring this bad boy outside and see how she does. Right, so I got this thing outside. This thing is definitely bigger than the other one I remember having. A lot bigger, but definitely solid. It feels like aluminum. Yeah, aluminum construction. This is plastic, but the top and bottom are aluminum. The inside seems heavy. There's a chain connecting this side to the other side to raise it both up evenly. Cuts up to 6 inches thick, 13 inches wide. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna put it in my shop. Now, here's my little makeshift shop I'm working with, which is just a shed. Metal shed. I put on a slab, and yeah, not super clean at the moment, but that's what I'm working on. Table saw, chop saw, scroll saw, band saw. I got all my hand tools down here. You know, belt sander, circular saw, sawzall, grinder, hand planer, some cordless tools. I got other cordless tools in the house, some other sanders, router, vacuum, some other bigger stuff down here, all corded stuff that I haven't used in years. Yeah, so here we are. I made this bench out of pallets that I got. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is where I'm going to put this large machine. So this right here is empty space down here. So if it fits in between these right here, I'm gonna cut a few of these out and make just a shelf out of that. And if it doesn't fit, I'm gonna have to chop this post out, because it has one there, here, and those are pretty solid posts, as you can see up top. It's just one of these, but running, you know, vertical instead of horizontal. All right, so side quest achieved. Cut this little box out here. Yeah, I used oak laminated tongue groove plywood to do this in my reclaimed pallet bench. Why? Because I got it for free, and that's what I had laying around, so that's what I used. So yeah, now I got a place to put this monstrosity. Now we can go ahead and use it. Point out something real quick. I'm not exactly a brand whore, as you can tell. I mean, the Walt boxes, we got Craftsman table saw, we got a Harbor Freight chop box, we got a Delta scroll saw, another Sears Craftsman band saw. I like the Craftsman 20 volt tools. They work just as good as the Walt. I've worked with people with the Walt, and I've worked next to them all day using this, and you know, I mean, really depends on the work you do. If you could do better work with these than you could do with Milwaukee, it's just your skill level. But yeah, I'm not spending $800 on a set of tools. These are like $200 or $300, and they work just as good. And apparently they're all made in the same place anyway. They're all made by Black & Decker, so whatever. Shay. Hey, Shay. What's up, Mama? Okay, so this is how I'm gonna run it for now, just for this little demonstration. But this is, I'm just gonna put on top of the table saw slash workbench. Like I said, man, this thing's pretty big. It stands like, you know, 18, this probably 20 inches tall. Yeah, so I got this set up here, so the wood coming out here won't hit this. I measured that. This has a stopper, so it won't go less than 3/4 or 1 inch or whatever you set it to. 1/2 inch. I'm gonna leave it at 3/4 just because I don't want what I'm doing to be any less than that. But we shall see. It also has a lock on here, so you know, you don't accidentally bump it down. You just pop the lock. It doesn't go anywhere. Unlock it. You know, it'll go up and down. Up, down. And then you got this here, so when you feed the wood in, it's going to hit this little ball and tell you how much you're going to be shaving off as you feed it in there. So, good to know. That thing's pretty cool. I mean, looks good. A little bigger than I thought. Definitely heavy. It's like 70 something pounds. But, you know, this little shop I got, it's a little big for, but now that I got my little spot to put it in, I'll be good. I'll pop that down there when I'm not using it. I might be able to put the scroll saw or the bandsaw down there when I'm not using it, so I can make more room that way. Setting up in a limited space, you know, that's kind of the drawbacks, but you gotta do what you gotta do if you like doing it. So, okay, so this is the current project I'm working on here. I got maple and mahogany, a little bit of a pattern on it. I was gonna do, I don't know, maybe a Wu-Tang Lazy Susan charcuterie board, something. I don't know. I gotta figure it out still. But for now, I'm getting the board down. I did all this with the router and a little sled I made for it, and kind of got it down pretty good. But there's still, so it needs to come down a little bit more, as you can see right there. There's a couple spots that still need to rip out a bit. So we're gonna give this bad boy a shot. Got it set up so you can see when you put this in there, you know. So I got that ready to rip as little as possible because I don't want to shrink this down too much. And yeah, I'm gonna see how this baby works. This is about as wide as I'd like to get. It's 12 inches wide, so hopefully this goes smooth. I will put the lock on just because, and here we go. See the high and low spots that I got. See, so that's what's nice about that. Me doing that with the, you know, I did it with the router and a router sled, and then, you know, I used the rest with the belt sander, and that was just taking forever. And you could see it got most of it up, but it's not exactly flat, you know, as you can see from what parts of the pencil stayed and gone. So yeah, I'll get that piece flat, hit the other side, make it flat, and then just got to do some light sanding from there. I still got to take it down a bit, obviously. We're not all the way down. This I'm probably gonna leave a little bit up because otherwise I'll have to take it down way too much. But at least get all this pencil off, run it through again, drop this bad boy down a little bit, just a touch. Yeah, right there. All right, lock it again. Feed this bad boy back true. All right, that sucked it right through. It went straight, even though this isn't completely straight, so that was good. The one that I've used in the past, I put boards in, and they'd like go cockeyed and come through sideways, get caught on the wall. I mean, that was with epoxy pieces that I was doing that with, but Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, she eats. She is hungry, buddy. Yeah, that's perfect. This thing works really good. Okay. So that's all the way down to where I need it. Now I just gotta do some light sanding. Like I said, that piece is gonna stay. I'm not gonna rip that much out of this piece. The rest of this can be done with the orbital sander. And hells yeah, buddy. This thing eats. Look at that. Hungry little girl. Alright, so I already sent it through one time. I got most of the pencil off on this side. And yeah, it's got a couple little low spots, but not even that bad. These low spots I'm not even really too worried about. Just this one here, but I might not even use that part up here. Yeah, I'll send it through one more time. Yeah, so I already dropped it down, got it locked back up, and we shall go again. Nice. Alright, that's perfect. That is beautiful. Alright, so this thing is a winner. That would have taken me 4 hours to do with the planer, belt sander, hand plane with with the hand planer and the router with the router sled. I mean, I'm looking at hours of work right there that just ripped this whole thing down in all of a couple minutes. So, my review of this bad boy, it saved me a ton of time. It's a little bit heavy, but she eats. She works great. Look at this. Get you plenty of kindling going. But I'd say she's a go, especially for $350. It's usually $4.99, and right now it's 30% off. So go for it, guy. All right, put this bad boy away. Definitely fits good, perfectly in the little spot. Got more room over here. I'm probably gonna put, I don't know, scroll silver band. So I'm gonna throw something else in there so it's out of the way, and then I'll open up more drawers here and there. But now I could work on my piece, do some final sanding, and figure out exactly what I'm gonna make out of it. We used to live in a world where 1 day's pay would buy you pretty much any tool out of Home Depot. 1 day's pay, get you the top of line chop box. Now these things, the pay stayed the same, but these things are 4 times as expensive, and now it's a whole week's pay to get a single tool, which is insanity to me. So I get a lot of my tools off of Marketplace or bargain stuff, and that's just how I can afford to do it in this little shop. I don't got a big setup, but this is what I got, and I plan to put out some really nice stuff. And it's not the size of the shop, it's the wood and the tool. I don't know. Anyway, I like the Kobalt table planer, bench planer, 13-inch. Get it right now, 30% off at Lowe's. If Lowe's wants to give me any money for this video, that'd be great, but I know that ain't happened. So, all right. Thanks. Have a great day. Goodbye.